I'm gonna speak to how amazing this comic book was. It was called Ms. Marvel and Wolverine. It could have been called Ms. Marvel and the X-Men because they were all here. It begins with acknowledging the relationship that she has with Logan because they did meet in issue 6 of her comic. It was her first team up. They'll show you images from that, except it'll actually be the artist is Zay Carlos and not the artist that they used at the time. This guy's much better. So now Logan smells her, sees her, knows it's Ms. Marvel. But you see how she was wearing a mask over there in the past? Now she's unmasked. What does Wolverine do? Or I should say Logan? Logan goes, okay, I'm going to keep walking. She seems to be in civilian mode. I've been a veteran superhero all this time. I know not to blow her cover. And it was acknowledged and like a completed interaction. He was good. He was fine with it because he's the veteran. If anyone's gonna act like that and be wise beyond their years, Logan's the guy to do it. The thread of this comic book is these mechanical insects that have been sent, and it looks like it'll continue in the Venom and in the Moon Knight crossovers also. They're not too significant of a threat, but it is what it is. When it comes to significance in this comic book, I'm not going to be here to tell you of how wonderful it is and it will be, but I can tell you that the editor, who was new name over here on this comic, the assistant editor was Drew Baumgartner, and then main editor is Mark Basso. I don't remember seeing Drew Baumgartner, but I'm going to give Drew Baumgartner a lot of credit for kind of slowing things down. I'll give the artist credit for making the art beautiful. Like when she pinches her fingers and tries to go inside the tree, the Krakoan tree, to get the, and then she interacts with a whole bunch of mutants. Jean Grey. I don't think she's ever interacted with her. Rogue. I like the Storm interaction because unlike everyone else, Wolverine, Cyclops, that she has met, Storm was also met, except they don't act like it was the first time that she met Storm. I remember in Champions issue 3 when they were on that ship that the Marauders were on, Storm was there. Ms. Marvel and Storm interacted. They also interacted during Inhumans versus X-Men 2, but Inhumans versus X-Men was right before Jean Grey returned, and so this is why it feels like Jean Grey's first interaction. This is good, and it's not no kiddie comic book either. There's gonna be a moment where you can see Logan bleeding, like he stabs right into himself. Come on, guys, you're gonna tell me that's not good art? Who is Zay Carlos? He came out of nowhere, and I was like down on the creators, like, why are they getting these unknowns? And of course, the excuse or the comeback to that is, well, you got to give people a shot, give them the opportunity. And then my response is, why is it always these comic book characters who get the opportunity books? Why, Champions, like I mentioned, was by Bob Quinn. Great artwork, great artist. Does he continue doing the Champions? No, he goes off to do one of those X-Men books because you're a good artist. Let's not waste you on these books. So it's an empty excuse. Look, Zed Carlos is going somewhere. Z.E. Carlos, that name there, that guy's going places. I'll give Jody Hauser love also for bringing it also. This is a well-written comic through and through with nods to continuity in this comic, including Cyclops and how he just ran. Like, I love when you make Cyclops' power this way. It's so useful. They figured it out, using Kamala's intellect also. But the thing is, when they leave and they go, Krakoa's not gonna ever forget this, Kamala. Maybe Krakoa won't forget it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of your peers who are working at Marvel editorial will. I don't think that there's lasting power in this, but I'd love to be proven wrong on that part too. Hey, look, check it out. It's even Armor got to show up. Armor was the hero that they say Kamala Khan's power was based off of, like in the video game, in the TV show, that like pink aura where that in begins, and it was bizarre. That whole TV show was bizarre. If I'm gonna rant on something, it was completely stupid to tell her story incorrectly. But at least she's brown. Like, everyone's too kind of fixated on that. Everyone I talk to, they're like, look, it's good representation because she's on screen and everyone else white. True. Why don't we get her story correct? Why don't we have it matched just like the same way Spider-Man, in every iteration, Spider-Man can stick and he thwips and he does whatever a spider can. And when his spider sense was missing in Civil War and in Homecoming, we all went mad. Well, where's the spider sense? This isn't okay. We need more. And then in Infinity War, we saw that the hairs on his hand, on his arm, stood, and we go, "Oh, God, spider sense is back." Remember that? Remember how spider sense not showing? It doesn't mean it wasn't there. It was just not showing all the time. But that was a problem. Yeah, Kamala Khan has hard light powers. That's not okay at all. This is you gotta be accurate and you got to be respectful to the character. Here's a more specific scene of her lighting up. So this is probably really influenced by what happened with the TV show. This comic was probably drawn 2 months ago. So June 8th was when the series started. So probably just around that time it was artist or is the word drawn illustrated? That's the word. All right. Good comic. I want to see the threat of these few insects that got away, and I want to see where they go off to and how they're going to impact the wrong side. How they're going to impact the Moon Knight story. Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel, Wolverine. A pickup if you're a Marvel fan. If you're a Ms. Marvel fan, yeah. And if you're a Ms. Marvel fan, pronounce her name correctly. Kamala Khan's name is not Miss Marvel. Miss is how you spell Miss. MS period is how you say Ms. Yeah, I have to say that in every video.